loving you. I was genuinely there, but you played me. You just played in my face the whole time.
So you haven't
I was genuinely there,
let it go
but you
yet.
played me. No, I'm not ever gonna let that go. I'm not ever gonna let that go. I'm not ever gonna let it go. You wanna know why? It's because when you have a genuine love for a person and you're giving of yourself genuinely without any return, and to find out that you've been lying this whole time, boy, I could have choked him to death myself. But see, that's what people get it all messed up. You see me, you think, oh, Jersey, she cool. Yeah, until you get on the wrong side of me. And now you're on the wrong side of me.
Well, we want that part to stay dormant.
No.
We're gonna keep that part dormant.
It can't lay dormant. It was laying dormant. It was laying dormant. People think I'm stupid just because I don't say nothing. But I always reflect and I think. I was thinking back to years ago when Bob told me, you was, at your baby party, right?
Mhm.
And said baby mom was in the background like, oh, this is my boyfriend now. And I will drive there and beat Joe behind.
Well, see, you gotta take it. My thing is this: I've learned this. Sometimes I want to come out from being so humble
Mm-hmm.
and tolerating, like
Mm-hmm.
tolerating, and that's a big word
Yes.
because you gotta tolerate this bull crap that somebody is literally doing to you.
Mm-hmm.
You got you sitting there and they're poking the bear. They're
Mm-hmm.
poking the bear. But see, the sad part of be when the bear awakes, now you don't want no part of that.
Right. The thing is,
So
it's
what I do, I ask myself.
mm-hmm. Hey, Five.
I ask myself, is me going somewhere for a very, very, very long time worth that person? For the moment, it would be, but when you get in that 6x6, you can think like, hey, this ain't work. This is me speaking. I can't speak for you.
Mm.
You got your own facts and opinions that you got to go by. But that 1 minute of pleasure of destroying you, or 5, 10, 15, maybe 15 of destroying you, ain't worth me being gone 10 years or a lifetime. Because sometimes when we black out,
Mm-hmm.
we tend to forget. And we don't only hurt people, people have killed people. So when you black out and you like Popeye, you had all you could stand, so you can't stand no more. You'll do something to somebody that you can't. It's too late.
At that point, I don't even care because again, people poke the bear because
Yeah,
they feel like, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing. Let me see how far I can get with them. I already bit your hand one time,
they poke
so
the bear out of love.
now,
They poke the bear because when I say out of love,
mm-hmm.
it means they're taking your love and your kindness for weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing you shouldn't do with them, don't play with nobody's emotion.
Right. I am far from weak. Now I was weak for you, but I'm far from weak.
But that's the thing. See, people go, oh, he or she loves me so much, I ain't worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
He or she loves me. And don't you know the worst death is the crime of passion?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, they don't know that because they had made that comment before. Oh, she loved me. Yeah.
But that's the worst death because the person that love you, they really will hurt you bad if they feel like if you playing with somebody and playing with them and playing with them,
Mm-hmm.
it's only gonna be so much of playing.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
only gonna be so much of playing because at a point in time, a person's tired of being your fool.
Mm-hmm. That song is so correct. Everybody plays a fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule.
It ain't everybody.
Mm-mm. If I talk about some hell, I ain't going to jail. I'll end up in jail for him. Listen, let me tell you something. When you are, last night I was in a very, very dark place because I'm just thinking, I'm recanting everything, every memory, everything said, and I'm thinking like, you was playing with you, right? But you thinking like, nah, that can't be. Like, why would you play with somebody who genuinely loves you?
See, let me tell you something. People who do that, they think that their stuff don't stink.
Mm.
They think that somebody owe them something.
I can see that a little bit.
They figure that somebody owe them something, that the world revolves around them.
Bob done crossed the line with me. And at the end of the day, you took something so genuine and you threw it away. Cause now I don't even want to see you. I don't be friend like T.I. say. I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to do nothing. At the end of the day, you could be burning. I wouldn't even get enough spit to put you out.
Nah, don't do that to Bob.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Now,
No. Nah. I'm good on that.
well, I can't. I know how you feel, but I don't know how you feel. You understand where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's. I just say, reacting off of passion is a dangerous thing.
It's a good thing I couldn't react last time because I surely would have been needing a bail bondsman. I got one on there too. Shout out to my girl Ratchet. She'll come get me. At the end of the day, last night I didn't care.
Not to hit
I would
your
have
voice.
just did that, and that would have been that.
That's why I tell you nothing.
I would have sat on the curb and waited, because at the end of the day, I would have sat there and choked you out with my bare hands and watched the life leave from your body. You have woken the whole scorpion in me. Ain't no way. Just like I love passionately, I love protectively, I will kill you with that same energy. People better stop playing with me. This is why I'm always guarded. People be like, well, why you so mean? I'm not mean. I'm very guarded because I love passionately. My family, my friends, people I love, I am very protective over. I love them. To get to them, you damn sure have to go through me. And that's just how I've always been.
Well, that's a rule that I live by too. I live by. Well, we all prove that to our team.
Yeah.
We've proven that. It ain't no. You can't not say that about us.
Right. At the end of the day, I'm standing 10 toes down for my people. And for you to do that, nah.
Now
we ain't never good.
I stand 10 toes down for my people, whether you right or wrong. At that point,
right?
But when we get behind closed doors,
we're gonna have to have a discussion.
We're gonna have a discussion on
yes.
this because now this could have been avoided.
Right. And here you go out here, doing what you do.
Yeah, knowing you dead wrong.
Right. But
I got you.
Hey, I'm gonna be with you.
But when we
my people,
when we get behind closed doors, I'm gonna let you know how I feel.
Yeah, like that's just crazy. That is just crazy. What's up? Listen, it bothers me even to this day. Like last night, I couldn't even sleep because I was just like contemplating in my head. I had to put the cord around Bob's neck, tied him to the back of my car, and drug his ass like 50 feet. Then I untied him. And another one, I done handcuffed Bob to the chair. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being honest.
Don't be saying all that. You on national
Bob
TV.
is still alive. I have not done anything to Bob.
Yeah, but you done told your plan.
It's several plans, honey.
If something was to happen to Bob right now,
people would say it was me, but I didn't do it.
You can't.
They would say, "Oh, what you was going to say?" Nah, I didn't do it. I didn't. But
all right, Mom.
Let's move on from there. So, I have a question for you, for the men on your live, for the men on my live. Monogamy. Is every man incapable of being with more than one woman?
Is every man capable?
Incapable. Meaning you like plenty, not just one. Because I was listening to another podcast where one of their audience members said, let's not talk about how men are not capable of being with more than one woman. So I bring that here to my people, to your people, to you. Is that possible? Is that so?
That I could be with just one woman?
Yeah. Yes. I know you are right now.
I am right now.
But.
And when I wasn't with her, I was with nobody.
Right.
You know that.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I know that.
So me, I speak, like I told you, I speak for myself.
Right. Speak for yourself.
Now, I can. Mm-hmm. And I know I've proven that. I don't even text people. That was one time that I did.
Mm-hmm.
One time, I was a little ratchet with it.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody was ratchet at one time.
Jason, don't leave. You need to answer this question.
But I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to text nobody. I don't want to inbox anybody. I'm straight.
So my question is then, if you, as a man, do not plan to be monogamous and you're in a monogamous relationship and you're with a woman, having her think that you're monogamous, why are you lying? Why not present the situation to the woman? Why leave her in the dark room and don't leave her in the room and don't turn the lights on?
Because some men, and not just men, it's women too, want to conquer as much as they can. They want to have as much as they can. They want to have one from first base to second base to third base to shortstop, center field, left and right field, and the back catcher and the pitcher.
I don't understand how people's attention span is that long. I can't.
People do it.
I'm sure they do. I have friends that do
it. And I'm going to tell you, the people that do it, that's why I don't like to be called this. Don't call me baby. Don't call me baby.
Somebody said that to me. Somebody said that to me, but
don't call me baby. Don't call me bae. Don't do that, because you know why? That's your name for everybody, so you don't say the wrong name.
But it really ain't. My thing is, we were both saying baby, babe, whatever, however that goes. But I feel like in that moment, they were mad at somebody else, so they just lashed out at me. Because as I go back on conversations, you started that. Hey, babe. Hey, sunshine. Hey, baby. How, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You started all of that. And I don't think that you don't know my name. That's just a pet name. Because when we in the mix, baby is cool. But when we ain't, baby ain't cool.
Don't call me baby, period.
My thing is with the whole monogamy thing, I feel like men, women are just being greedy. Because and people always talk about poly situations. A poly situation is where everybody is aware of what's going on.
Exactly.
Y'all all supposed to be living in the same house anyway. But poly is where everybody is aware of what's going on and you all agree to that situation. And the man is able to take care of all the women in his home. And if you're not capable of doing that, then you shouldn't be in no poly situation. I just feel like you just want to dip your stick here, dip it there, dip it there, dip it there, dip it there. At the end of the day, I'm trying to conquer all I can conquer too, but only with one man. Let me get on and off all I want.
No, my thing is, I've been in that world.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in that world, and it's not. How can I say this? That world ain't for everybody.
Mm-mm.
Because somebody gets upset.
You're right. That is absolutely correct.
Somebody always feels that you're paying more attention than one than the other.
And that's with women. And sometimes with men too.
Yeah. But that's a big thing. And I tell people, if you're not built
for that
mentally,
you can't do it.
Don't do that.
You can't do it. Because it breaks you down mentally and emotionally as a person. Because love, when you love a person, you are selfish with them.
Yeah.
You don't want to share them with nobody else.
Mm-mm.
So seeing that, and you're like, that's how you had to be built for it. Like, at the end of the day,
like you said, you just said a mouthful. That's like when somebody loves you or you love somebody, and they get dressed up, they going out or they going, whatever, and you look at them, you gonna be at the house, but they get ready to go out or go with their team or they, and you look, don't get nobody effed up.
Exactly, but go ahead though.
Yeah, go ahead, have a good time, but don't. No.
I don't understand, because I'm not that insecure. Women have a problem with their mates watching porn. They have a problem with their mates going to the strip club. I want a man I can go to the strip club with. I'ma drop it on them. Listen, give him a lap dance because we ain't gonna make it past the parking lot.
That ain't okay. It's funny you say that. I ain't never in all my life. Now I've DJ'd in them. I've been to them with my wife, with my team, but me, I ain't give you my money.
I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay for it. Hey, get on them.
You know why I'm not giving you my money? You ain't getting me all aroused up, and I'm not giving you my money.
Okay, I'm there with him. I'm getting him a lap dance. We ain't making it past the parking lot. That's all I can work it myself, but look, let me see what you doing. Let me see what you working with. Then we going to the parking lot. Like, I'm not that insecure. I can see a hoe hit on my man. You can hit on him, but he going home with me. I don't care. I'm not that insecure. Because if you can take him, he wasn't mine off gate.
Well, now that's one thing. Now I laugh at that. Now that's one thing. People will flirt with me in front of mine, and she be like, "You do know you're going home with both of us, right?"
Yeah, I love Tara. That's my woman. I love Tara because Tara is the epitome of an alpha female.
Oh yeah,
she is the epitome of an alpha female. I said, "Oh, Tara more aggressive than me."
She is.
I said, "Whoa, now I ain't never met nobody more aggressive than me." But she is, and I love that about her. I love that about her personality. You know what I mean? I love that about her. At the end of the day, You need a person who is going to stand 10 toes down behind you.
Oh yeah, now don't get me wrong. If I go out there in the streets and get
Oh, I
ready
know
to
what's up.
rock, she coming out there
Oh, I
too
know what's up.
and rock and being funny. That's how we got cool.
Mm.
It was at the club. We met at this club, and they had a big riot. And you know me being me, I went out to the riot, and everybody else locked themselves in the club. Cause I'm telling them, yo, this ain't, yo, let it go down. And next thing I know, she cussing them out so she can get out there to be with me.
At the end of the day,
And we
that's what
wasn't
you
even
need.
we wasn't even intimate at that time. We was brothers and sisters.
But they say marriage and relationships come off of best friends.
Yeah, now we don't get me wrong. That was my best friend.
That's what they say.
That was my
It
best
comes
friend.
off of best friends at the end of the day. So I need to speak on a couple of things.
Good.
Like you shared a video about this young lady talking about Kamala Harris
Mm-hmm.
and how we as a people need to stop voting for people because they are our skin color or our gender.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally agree with her. She said, and she made some valid points. Like, okay, what have she done? Nothing but put brown people in jail.
That's it.
That's all you did. Joe Biden, what has he done? People voted for him because he was a VP for Obama. But what did he do when he was in the Senate? Put black folks in jail. Make bills to put black people in jail.
Right.
Now, they created all of these bills for Jewish people, for Chinese people. Black people get killed in half of the time. And they have yet to create a bill to protect us.
And they're not.
And they're not. But you're a brown girl. You made the bill for the Asians. You made the bill for the Jews. You made the bill for the LGBT community. But how do you not make a bill for the people who are getting slaughtered in the street more than anybody?
Every day.
I don't understand that. I don't get it.
And a lot of people,
she's going to win.
A lot of people are voting for her just because she's a woman.
And just because she's in a sorority. Though, and let me tell you that Devon Nine going to take her all the way to the White House. I'm going to tell you that right now, just because she is in a sorority.
And let me tell you something. I've never seen more rappers. Like she said, you the best way. She gave the biggest cookout block party that you would want to see. And almost all the young rappers, not the older ones.
Right. What there? Megan Thee Stallion. What?
Quavo.
Out of all the people you could have had performing, you had her perform. You could have got Queen Latifah. You could have got anybody else.
But the older generation is not gonna rock with her.
Well, she could have picked somebody else.
Yeah, but my thing is, you going after what you're doing is trying to go after the young black folks.
The thing is we need to all wake up as a people. We do. Nobody's going to help us unless we help ourselves.
Exactly.
Nobody is going to help us until we help ourselves. And you see that every day by police killing our sons, our brothers, our husbands, our nephews. You see that.
I'll get to the point of it's so sad.
And we're all killing ourselves.
And that's what I'm about to say. We killing each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're the only race that kill each other like
Right.
that.
Every other race will get in the house together. They will cook. They will do all of this stuff together, and they will all until they all get on their feet. We can't because we're so worried about, oh, she got more rice on her plate than me, or where you get that from, or you got more money. Like mentally, we are messed up as a people.
we and like I said, and we've allowed so many other people to strip us.
Right.
And we are the only race that literally downs one another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You get these celebrities who get up here and say, oh, such and such shouldn't do this because that's buffoonery or whatever. But at the end of the day, they can say what they want to say about Tyler Perry. I love his plays and I love his movies. And yeah, it may be saying the same thing over and over again because we in the Black community need to hear that. You need to hear that you need to get some self esteem. Women need to get some self esteem and stop chasing behind these men. At the end of the day, everybody want love, but love, you want a different kind of love.
Well, um, his like I have to say the last movie. What was that? Black Divorce
Mm,
or Divorce Black?
I ain't never seen. I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, but see, I took that. I got a couple of jewels out of that because she was in love with a young man, but his mother controlled his life.
Yeah, and that's what happens. That's what happens. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about a mama's boy, honey. 9 times out of 10, he's the baby or he's the oldest. He's the only boy in the family, or he's the one who takes care of his mama.
Nah, well, this mama controlled all four of us.
Yeah,
Controlled,
and that's how it. And that's how
she had one son kill their father.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep.
But to me, I'll be crystal clear. I watch closely whether you're a mama's boy or a daddy boy or a mama's girl or daddy. I watch you close.
Mm-hmm.
I watch all of that closely because somewhere it ain't
something right.
Something right. Mm-hmm. There gotta be a balance.
So many women out here doing daddy's job. So many men are out here doing mommy's job.
That's true.
At the end of the day, right now, people, let me tell you something. I know this female who is very damaged by her parents, where she got life all messed up. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, Mr. Ford also told, our daughters, if a man can do for you what your father did, then you don't need him. That's true. That's true. But at the end of the day, that means you're going out here and looking for a man like your father, as your father treated you. So that princess mentality. But
you're not going to get that.
But you're not going to get that. Because if that man wasn't raised in a situation where he was getting unconditional love from his parents, he can't give it to you because he don't know what unconditional love looks like. They say that your mother to a man is your first love, and a father is the daughter's first love. If you don't have those two situations, you have a problem.
Yeah.
You got mommy issues and now you got daddy issues. At the end of the day.
But but there's so many people who and I don't want to be get raveled up, but a lot of times it's so many men and women who put the other parent out of a child's life. So how do you know what could have become of that child's life?
True. So when a child gets older, they have to then weigh out that themselves. You know what I'm saying? You listening to what mommy saying, now you done met up with daddy, so you trying to decipher what's what. At the end of the day, let the past go and form a relationship with you know what I'm saying now, and put that to the side.
And another thing I can't stand, no parent should talk about the other parent to the child. I totally agree. Or in the presence of the child.
I totally agree, because at the end of the day, let the child formulate their own opinion. that opinion should not be formulated by the parent, which people do every day.
Yeah, because when you do that, if you bash your mom's or father to the child, you trying to get that child to take your side.
Mm-hmm.
But you got some bull crap going on too.
Right. Nobody is perfect.
Right. And then when you say stuff out in the broad about another parent in front of the children, even if you're talking to somebody else, but if the child is in the presence, now the child like, hey.
Me, no matter how I felt, I never bashed the other parent.
No.
Once my children got of age, like my oldest daughter, once she got of age, she figured that out herself. Not even of age, preteen, all the way up. She figured that out for herself. Kids can figure it out for themselves. They don't need to bash them or you talking bad about the parent, because at the end of the day, yeah, you might have had to do this all by yourself. Who's to say it was anybody's fault? But that's just what you have to do as a parent.
Yeah.
As a parent. As a mother, you have to do what you have to do. My mother used to always say, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Because at the end of the day, a man can always pack up his stuff and leave. A woman can't or could, and if she does, she call a trifling mama. But a man can pack his stuff up and leave, and he was just aggravated or however that go. At the end of the day, you trifling too, in my eyes.
That's true. You trifling. Only way you're not trifling is if one of the other parent is blocking you
from seeing the kid.
Right. And you was good enough to lay down with, but you ain't good enough to raise this child.
Right. You know what I also hate? I hate a man that hate is a strong word. I dislike a man that if he can't get with the mama, he ain't doing nothing for the child.
No, that's crazy. That's
how some of these men are. If you ain't doing nothing for me, then I ain't doing nothing for the baby. My oldest daughter's father was like that. If I wasn't getting back with him, he wasn't doing nothing for his daughter. At the end of the day, I told him when she was a baby, this is not a revolving door. She's a person. It's either you're going to stay or you're going to go. And I stood on that and I meant that. Once she got older and she could say, well, Mom, I want to go here. Can I go here? Then that's fine. But while I'm making the decisions, buddy, this is not no revolving door. No, you're not no uncle bearing gifts here. You're either going to be a father or you're not. And that's just what it is.
But that's just like, I told one of my homies one day, he was bragging about he had two young ladies pregnant at the same time. I'm like, that ain't cool. I was like, I want to ask you a question. He was like, go ahead, Prince. I said, so you got two young ladies pregnant at the same time, right? Yeah. I said, what if both of them also was sleeping with another man? So you don't even know if it's your baby. Because she was playing with two of y'all.
Right.
Man, I'll kill her. Why?
Because a man can dish out.
But my thing is, it ain't right on neither end.
No.
Because there's so many men. I've known so many men out here that was just, even husbands, they were just happy to go lucky the child is, and when the child born, ain't dead.
The thing is, what is good for the goose is good for the gander. But at the end of the day, like, men cannot take what they dish out.
No, but being honest, nobody can.
No, not really, but
nobody can.
Men cannot take when they dish out.
I had to learn not to blame the woman, not to blame the man.
No, we're just talking we're talking in, gender now, but true.
My thing
nobody
is,
can.
Nobody can, because I've seen, I know women who have done the same thing to a man, and when the man did it back, they tried to kill him, throw hot water on him and all kinds of stuff, called him every name under the sun, and I had to learn. Neither gender can take it.
So I was surfing on social media. I ran across a video and it was called Confessions of a Married Woman. So she was saying what I don't do as a wife. I don't cook for my husband. I don't wash his clothes. If he's short on bills, I do not help him. One of my comments was, what are you even there for? People are so fascinated about being somebody's wife where you don't even know what the position of a wife is. The Bible, if you're gonna go religious, the Bible say a wife is a
Helpmate.
mate. What do you think that means? That means when your husband falls short, you pick up. Again, there are a lot of women out here that just want men to take care of them. You pay all the bills, you do this, and I'm gonna do this with my money. That's not how that go. Because right now, households need 3 or 4 incomes to maintain, to live comfortably. You understand? So when that type of attitude runs across, I'm just like, yo, that's just crazy to me. At the end of the day, you're supposed to stand by your mate. People don't get that.
A lot of people not like that, sis. A lot of people want you to help them. But if you go in return, well, could I borrow a couple such and such? They look at you like, I ain't got it. But if they come to you, could I borrow? And the crazy thing about when they borrow, you ain't getting it back.
No, that's why my mother always said, give what you don't expect back.
I like that.
Give what you don't expect back. If a person already struggling and they come to you and they be like, well, can I borrow this? I don't expect that back because you were already struggling. So therefore, don't give it back. Yeah, I'm struggling too. Don't get it twisted. But I was able to help you out with that. Yeah. So you keep that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I ain't gonna lie. It's certain people I do expect it back from. But it's certain people that when I give it, I know it's an L.
Right.
I know
it's just crazy. It's just crazy the times that we're in, the mentality of the collective. It's crazy.
And so many people, I'm glad you said the times that we're in. People, it's so many people that still just trapped. They don't
mentally, emotionally trapped.
Yeah. They don't want to see the real and anything that's wrong with them, they blame somebody else.
Yeah. Yes. I'm this way because. No, you're this way.
You just way because of you.
Yep. Because of what you allow. You allow these things to happen. And that's why I say, even with the situation with Bob, you openly allow these things, even if you've seen the red flags. You still, despite that, you still was like, oh, I love him, and allowed those things to happen.
Yeah.
So some of the muddy water splashes back on me because that is what I allow. But when you love a person and you love them genuinely, and you can see what that person is supposed to be, but that person can't see it. Some people be so damaged that they can't see past that damage. And damaged people hurt people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, they don't think they damaged, but you are. You are. When you can't let certain things go,
you're damaged.
You're very much damaged.
You're damaged.
When you're always comparing and you're saying, if I'm talking to you and be like, oh, well, yeah, somebody told me that already. You're damaged.
Yeah. And one thing that I can't grasp is if you and somebody real close and they could be not feeling good. You see they not feeling good. You do everything in your power to make them happy. But when you're not feeling good, it's a big problem.
Right. That's why I say some people want to be in relationships or marriages. You're just not cut out for that. Some people are just too selfish. Everything revolves around them and what they need, and you got it there for me, 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 me. Always me. You understand?
Yeah.
In a situation, we both have needs and we both need to get our needs met. If I'm just meeting your needs and you're not meeting mine, what do I need you for? I am unhappy in this situation because I'm not getting my needs met. Listen, I asked one of my friends, I said, because they were in a unhealthy situation too. So I said, if you can't come home and get any affection, if you as my mate cannot protect me from the world, when I come to you, I'm supposed to feel safe in your arms. That means nothing else matter. I know no matter what, I am safe here. If I cannot get that safety from you, what do I need you for?
And that's a big bullseye, because I'll tell you like this, and I can stand on this. To my wife, to my kids, to anybody that I've ever been involved with, to my team, one thing they know, physically, now I might ain't got a bunch of money like that,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes down to protect, I'm gonna protect.
Right.
And everybody know that. It's going all the way down.
Right.
I don't care how bad my legs hurt, all it takes is these hammers.
That's right. At the end of the day, that's what it is. But you're doing the protecting, but who's protecting you?
And that's a big part. Who's protecting?
Who's protecting you? At the end of the day, I have one person in my whole life where I feel totally safe. The world could be falling down around me, around this person. I already know I don't have nothing to worry about. I don't fear nothing. I feel safe with them no matter what. But when that bond is broken, when you have that bond with somebody and that bond is broken, you feel naked out here.
Yeah.
You feel naked in the world. Nobody knows what that feeling is like. That's crazy. But again, people don't look. This is what I tell people. And I told this to my supervisor the other day. I said, if I was to leave here today, nobody will love you like I do. So you need to embrace this now. Why? Because I love genuinely, I love wholly. Nobody will ever love you like me at the end of the day, because I am an original and my love is original. And you will never, never find anybody that love you like that. And that goes for anybody. I stand on that.
That's deep. But that is you.
That is me.
That is you.
I love my people.
Yeah,
at the end of the day. Good, bad, or indifferent. I love my people and I will go to war for them. That's why people don't understand. Like, they say my kids are grown. Yes, my kids are grown, but at the end of the day, I bear the scar of that. Them cutting me, taking that baby away from me. At the end of the day, I'm going to go for the war for them. And them grandbabies, you already know. And speaking of grandbabies, though, those are the most precious things to me. I share them with you.
Yeah.
I share them with you. I share the most precious thing to me outside of my children with you. And this is how you're going to do. Nothing in your life is ever going to go right. I mean that. And I stand on that. Why? Because I was the most genuine to you. But you understand why karma is coming to you now. You just ain't process it. You just did not process it.
Hey.
But trust and believe me.
Hey.
Stand on that.
Hey.
What? I'm just saying.
Stop having flashbacks about.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm
you
sorry.
You just jumped the whole hurdle.
Prince, because that is a sore spot for me, because again, I love genuinely. And people miss me when I'm gone.
What is my favorite saying? Can't help who you love.
You can't. You really can't. You really can't. That's like a Siamese twin.
You can't help who you love.
They can cut it off, but that presence is still felt.
Exactly. That's like, now, I could say this. That's like being married to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And when y'all apart, can't speak for that person, not speak. You speak for yourself. You damn near sick.
Mm-hmm. Can't go to sleep, can't talk, you keep tossing and turning, like, I can't go to bed.
You can't do nothing. You sick.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to fight, but you ain't gonna treat nobody right.
But that's when you have experienced that unconditional love. A lot of people have not experienced that. You can say, oh, I love them, but can you say you love them unconditionally? Can you say that you've loved them unconditionally? You can't.
Okay.
Because my thing is, my love don't have any conditions. I don't say I love you, but if you do this, if you do this, or if you fall out of this circle or this line, then I don't love you no more. No, good, bad, or indifferent, I still love you. At the end of the day, it's only a few people I can say that to. I tell them all the time, I say, infatuation wears, love does not. It doesn't. When you genuinely and wholeheartedly love somebody, you will love them until the day you die.
And we spoke on this before. Y'all ignorant people. I'm calling you ignorant. Stop putting your personal business all over these social media sites. And then when somebody questions you about it,
you got an attitude.
You get an attitude. When you put it up there for somebody to answer you, you put it up there for somebody to answer you, and then you get offended because somebody says something to you.
I feel like people do that only because they know they're wrong, but they just want to put it out there so they can have somebody on their side.
An attention seeker.
Yeah.
An attention seeker.
Listen, I say this too.
And you know what else I say to people when they text you? What? Say it to my face.
Right. I'm not about to be arguing with you over no text. When I see you, see me.
I'm not even gonna respond.
Right. I always say, nobody want a friendly you in everybody in the face man. I want a mean man who people don't. Oh, I don't know if I want to be to him. He mean. Yes, be mean. Don't be in people's face.
Listen, and I say this from New Jersey to down here. From New Jersey, you done heard people even say, I come down the street, they crossing the street.
Mm-hmm. I need a man. I need a real man.
Even I be here with my kids. I be making them laugh, but then they be like, I be like, I'm a grumpy old man. I ain't gonna get nowhere by constantly just being no
up in your face type of man.
And my kids got the same looks. I can look at you. I ain't saying nothing to him.
Mm-hmm.
They can do the same thing. My kids look at you, and you feel the hole burning through you. But my thing is, no, I don't want every time you turn around. Hey,
right?
Everybody, it's bad enough.
Right.
I'm a DJ, and I'm from the streets, no longer in the streets. But that's enough. Hey, Prince Al, what's up? What's happening? That acknowledgement cool, but we ain't got time to chop it up and all that.
What I don't like is, like you say, people be like, hey, how you doing? But that, hey, how you doing? Like, I done had that before. You about to get somebody smacked right now. Because people are disrespectful.
With me, I'm going to say this. That's a good thing, but I always was one of them like this. Had a life before me.
Right, but you're not going to disrespect who I'm with.
Oh, nah.
By looking at me like that, hey. You was there. You didn't want to be there, so I let you go. Like, listen, jobs are hiring all the time, baby. I'm always accepting applications.
My thing is, one thing that me and Tara got about this was one thing. If somebody been there, when we get in the room, like, oh, I used to mess with him or I used to mess with her.
Mm-hmm.
You don't give nobody no opportunity to be like, yo. And and she made that a valid point.
Mm-hmm.
She brought that to the table, like, yo, that's something we ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna have you somewhere looking
crazy, right? But people do it all the time.
Yeah, but don't do that.
You done been in the back, feeling on this one, and then she looking at you, and I'm looking at you now, like, what the is going on here?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, don't do that because you liable to get her and you slept. Listen, I'm just saying, like, be respectful. Be respectful of yourself and be respectful of whomever you're with.
That's the most. Listen, respect is everything.
And respect me with the truth. Don't respect me with a lie. I can respect you better when you come out and you tell me, listen, Jersey, it's like this. You might not know how Jersey is going to respond. You might get Jersey, you might get Trina. You just don't know. Put it on the table and let me know what's up.
I'd rather deal with Jersey. I don't care for Trina. I don't care for Trina.
Trina is,
Trina
something.
is the worst.
Trina is something. She is. But she has to stay guarded because she has been hurt so many times. But I never go into a situation with that baggage. I always leave that baggage to the side and I'm open to any possibility. Like I said before, I was very non-vocal in situations. I always used to let stuff go. I was very passive with things and I would only react when I had had enough. So it was very explosive. So I had to learn how to speak and advocate for myself. No, I do not like that. Please do not do that again. I don't like when you do this. Please don't say that. I don't like that. At the end of the day, I'm going to treat you with the same respect that you treat me. My mother taught me and my 3 sisters, you never demasculate your partner in front of anybody. You got a beef, you take it behind closed doors, you wait till you get home. You don't argue with him in any type of capacity. You always have respect. And that's just what I go for.
I like that. I like that. And with that being said, we're going to close it out on that.
All right.
That's what we're doing. So from the General DJ Prince Sai.
Hey, your girl Jersey.
My man, OG Face Gotti. Yo, the Party Punishers.